Season 4 trials changed completely, and if you're still playing like before, you're wasting your time, your money, and your runs. What up, YouTube? My name is Vanny P. I've reached Hotshot and or Cantina Legend in every season this game has offered so far. I have over 1300 hours on Steam and over 600 hours topside, give or less. In this video, I will show you what actually changed, what matters now, and how you can progress faster and better. And I'm gonna walk you through the changes to Season 4, what you can expect, what you can get, and how to get it. So basically the good and the bad of Season 4. Here we go. So with Season 4, trials are slightly different than before. The way you would or you should approach them has completely shifted. There are a lot of players focusing on the wrong things, and I'm here to help you guys. But before we jump into the grind, to understand what really matters, let's see the rewards and what you can get for reaching all the breaking points. So you have 3 special cosmetic uniforms that you can get by reaching a certain threshold in the trial system. When you reach tryhard and hold at least tryhard by the end of the season, this is the skin you're gonna get. Once you reach Hotshot and hold that rank by the end of the season, you will get the tryhard skin and you will get this Hotshot skin. Now for this season, they once again implemented something that wasn't there in the last season, and that's a Cantina only special skin. You can only obtain this skin by reaching and holding Cantina Legend by the end of the season. If you drop out in the last week of the season, you will not get the skin. You will only get the Hotshot and the tryhard skin. If by the end of the last week you're still in Cantina Legend, you will obtain both previous skins plus the Cantina Legend one. So now that we have the rewards out of the way and we know what we're grinding for, let's take a look at what changed. There are 2 major changes this season. First, trials are no longer tied to map conditions, which means trials like get hit by lightning should not appear anymore. That's the first change. The second change, which is the more important one in my personal opinion, is that major map conditions do not reward double points anymore. For example, you used to get double points on night raids or on electromagnetic storm, which is not the case anymore. This actually means that the trials, how we used to do them, will completely change, because if you take the trial of this week where you have to damage arc with light impact grenades, you can do this on any map mode, whether it's on the Queen or in the locked gate event, which means the meta will completely shift and change from what we used to have. It brings a lot more variety, but the community will need a little bit more time to figure out the max scores, just because it's way broader now and you have way more ways to go about it. Now that we have the changes and the rewards out of the way, let's take a look on how to actually get there and what you need to do. I will make another video where we go more in depth on this topic and how to reach it and where to reach it and when and what to do. So how do you actually progress and how do you get those rewards? For this, we're going to jump into the game and I'll show you in game. Okay, so first of all, every week you get 5 trials. Those are basically missions you can do to get a certain amount of points. These scores will reset every week, and the score of each trial will sum up to a summary of points, which then put you on a leaderboard. Now, the position on this leaderboard is kind of important because, as you can see, you get double or in some brackets even triple promotions. But you can also, if we scroll down a little bit, hold your position in the unchanged territory, or you can even demote depending on your position. You want to promote through your ranks, and you'll see here the different rewards. For Daredevil, you'll get a Bruiser backpack, for example, and a Crunch Shell backpack charm. For Hotshot, you'll get a special green outfit color, and then for Cantina you'll get the beige black color that we've seen before. Now this is just a quick overview on how to get it right. So you want to achieve as many points as you can on each trial, so you have a high total score. a mistake I've seen a couple players do is that they hyper focus on specific trials, like for example search supply drops. The max score for this is around 11,000, I think, and they invest very much time to get the highest score possible, when in reality there are other trials, like for example loot arc enemies or damage arc enemies using impact grenades, where you can get way more points with the same time invested. So make sure to like invest the time that you have in the trials that give you the most score in total, right? This all has one big downside in Season 4, which Embark unfortunately did not change yet, and that's that snitch scanners and the wasps coming out of snitch scanners still count towards your trial points. Why is it bad? Well, because trials like the one we have this week, where you have to loot arc enemies, are heavily boosted in score if you're bringing as many snitch scanners as you can. Which is bad because everyone is just farming snitch scanners for this trial. And with those snitch scanners, they are basically artificially pushing their points to the sky, right? It is what it is. Embark, if you see this, please, for the love of God, that's Season 4, do something about it, please. Alright, that being said though, that's just a general quick overview over Season 4 and how to get your skins. I will be making a separate video on how to get to Cantina Legend as quick as possible, how to promote and when to promote and what you want to promote and when to hold your rank and all that, a little bit more in depth. It's coming next. I'm working on it, so stay tuned for that. Hi, Editing Vanny here. I just remembered that I wanted to tell you something. If you're planning to go for Cantina this season and you really want to do it, hit me up once you're at Hotshot and we can talk about it. But don't plan on doing it solo. You will not reach Cantina Legend this season solo. Unless you're called Valiant, then maybe. If not, just get buddies and do it in a trio. It will be impossible this season, or almost impossible this season, to get Cantina Legend as a solo player. Please believe me. Save your nerves. So don't get gray hair. Trust me in what I say. It's basically impossible this season. You can reach Wildcard, you can reach Hotshot, you can reach every other rank, but Cantina Legend, the amount of points that you will have to push in the very last week is probably not really doable as a solo player. If this was any helpful and you're looking forward to the other Cantina Legend guide, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.